Hey everybody, just wanted to take some time out of my night here. I was going to wait and do this video this coming week. I'm still going to do a live stream tonight of Final Fantasy VII from PS4, but I wanted to take the time to go ahead and do this video now as a celebratory kind of video. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers to YouTube. So, I'm a small channel, small-time guy on YouTube, but nevertheless, I am super excited because that was my first big goal, and I'm a goal-oriented guy. So I hit that goal, and it's only thanks to you all of you all talking to people and telling people about my channels. I know there's a few of you out there that have been talking me up, so mad respect to you all, much appreciated. Thank you for the putting me out there and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 1,000, so another 1,000 to go, then we get 200 more, or under 200 now. We're going to do that Final Fantasy VII Remake giveaway. So, but now, for the reason you clicked on the video, Final Fantasy VII Remake has been kind of awash with theories and what ifs, and I try to base all my, what educated guesses about what this game is going to be like based on what I've seen and what I've seen them do in their previous games. Final Fantasy 15, they're borrowing some stuff from Final Fantasy 15, but Final Fantasy 14, I think they're going to borrow a little bit of, as far as like how things look. I think Knights of the Round is going to look a lot like it does in Final Fantasy 15, but how Square-Enix is going to do Knights of the Round in Final Fantasy 15, hear me out. This is based on a few things. If you think back to Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 15. Okay, keep that in mind. My belief is that we are going to see Knights of the Round picked up in pieces. I think you're going to have something like an old tomb or an old burial chamber or an old something, shrine, to where you will find the spirit of each of the knights, all 13. Rounding out the last three with Lancelot, Gawain, and Gawain, sorry, I butchered that, and Arthur. So now we know the last one's named Arthur because they released that toy in the old Final Fantasy Creatures packs. So we know he's Arthur, the 13th knight that comes out, because he has Excalibur as well. It's just among fandom assumed that it's Gawain and Lancelot is the last two, so, or part of the last three. I think you're going to go to the tombs. I think each region in Final Fantasy VII is going to have a tomb, and in that tomb you're going to find one of the spirits that's going to say, "Hey, find the others, and we will join you on your quest. We will help you." And here's why I think it's going to be. They're writing lore into Final Fantasy VII. They're writing a lot of lore into Final Fantasy VII Remake. They're picking and choosing some things from the compilation Final Fantasy VII to use as part of the lore. It says Jeneva was fought and defeated by the ancients, the Cetra, years ago, because Jeneva was the calamity from the skies. Well, Jeneva is awakened again, and her genetic son, whatever you want to call him, Sephiroth, is the reason for that. The Knights, I think the Knights of the Round in the story will be revealed as the 13 Cetra that battled Jenova and defeated her and locked her, or kind of imprisoned her in the geostratum, the geological stratum. So those knights will be buried or entombed all over Gaia. Shrines to them or something like that that are hidden over time or whatever. Or maybe not hidden, maybe some of them are quite out in the open. And the first one you find will be hidden under Midgar somewhere. Hidden under Midgar, like through the slums or something like that. Because Midgar was once 8 towns that the Shinra fused in together to make one big super city, which is Midgar. So I think the first shrine or tomb or whatever will be there. I think, what makes me think this way is the Final Fantasy X. The whole game was built around summoning. The summoner Yuna, her father, the summoners before them, having to go to the different shrines and talk or pray to the Aeons, and they get their power. Final Fantasy 15, Noctis has to journey from King's Tomb to King's Tomb to get the different powers and whatever. And when I played that, I was like, this would be an amazing way to pick up Knights of the Round in the remake, you know? So, Kitase-san has said that they are wanting to surprise fans, and they're wanting to pack more content into the game, more ways to do things. What better way than to make Knights of the Round an ongoing kind of mini quest throughout the game, throughout the length of the game. Now, the payoff has to come pretty early in the third game. You want to enjoy using it. You don't want to get it right before the last battle. You want to go out and enjoy using this summon. So my hope would be that the 13th shrine would be available or found within the first few hours, or accessible within the first few hours of the final game. And it would be cool if the different Knights of the Round granted you a power, like a buff or a weapon or something, or a weapon buff or something like that, until you can call our 13 Knights, all 13 Knights, because, or maybe you can get their weapon, you know, because the Knights of the Round have different weapons, casters, one has an axe, swords, lances, you know, I mean, make a couple of them have like a firearm, or make everybody have something for every character so that you could equip that Knight's weapon onto the character. I think this would be a fantastic way to do it. I think this adds a lot of depth and a lot of meat to an already growing game. I think if you throw the first maybe 1 or 2 shrines in Midgar, well, not 2, just 1. Keep it to just 1, because you have to spread all 13 out over different areas. And I think there's like 15 or 16 towns in Final Fantasy VII, but some of those are rather close together. So you could make each region, like the Knights quest, the Knights of the Round quest, you can make it a sub-quest for each region that you go to. So I think that's the route they're gonna go. I think they want to add meat to it. So what I feel like they need to do is make this something that benefits you as you finish each temple, or as you finish each tomb, or whatever it winds up being, dungeon. Something that benefits you right away, like a new spell, new materia, some kind of buff, some weapon, or some piece of armor, or anything. You know, it gives a necessity to going ahead and doing it. Say like, say to get past the Midgar Zolom, it makes it easier if the first knight has this amazing like sword or lance, because you know, if you think the Midgar Zolom, you would fight something like that with a lance, something that you could parry from far away with. Say you get some kind of lance, or well, early on nobody can use a lance. You don't get Cid early on. You don't get Cid there. So a piece of armor, or like a big sword for Cloud or something like that helps with the Midgar Zolom, makes that journey a little bit easier, but not necessary. So like if you miss it, you could go back and get it, but it's not like you would need it to get past the thing and make it easier and make the rest of the game a little bit easier early on. So that's, you know, that's just my take. I was thinking about that today. I thought about this before, and I was thinking about that a little more today, and I got pretty excited at the prospect of it. And then I checked my YouTube channel and saw that we were over 1,000 subscribers. So I was like, okay, today's the day we're doing this video. I want to talk about it with you all. I want to get it out there. I want to get that conversation going. And I want to know what you all think about that theory. Do you think I'm totally off base, or you think that's lame, or you don't think that'd be any fun? I think that'd be fun, but I'm a big side quest junkie. I love side quests. If a blip pops up on the map that I haven't gotten yet, I'm going there and doing that first, because I'm a completionist. I want to get everything. And adding a Knights of the Round like sub-quest is just money, if you ask me. It's just money. I can't, you know, I can sit here and speculate on a lot of things that they're doing, but I think this one right here, out of all my guesses and all my speculations about the game, I think this one in particular has probably the biggest chance of being a reality, because everybody wants Knights of the Round. Everybody wants to get that in, and you don't necessarily have to make it a summon until you get all 13 of them, and then you can just go ham on people. And then make it something that still benefits you until you get all 13 knights. I think in my opinion, I've thought about it. I've thought about it quite a bit, and like whenever I do these Final Fantasy VII Remake videos, I think about that first and foremost. So what do you all think, though? Post your comments below and let me know what you think about that. I would love to get your all's insight and thought on that, and let's keep it going. Let's keep this channel growing. I'm excited. We're building like a community here. It's a lot of fun talking with you all and getting to talk about this game. I do other things besides Final Fantasy VII content, but let's face it, I love doing the Final Fantasy VII content. I'm a big fan. Please let me know what you all think about that. If you like the video, if you know other people that are into the Final Fantasy VII Remake hype train, tell them the conductor of the hype train is rolling. I may not be the biggest YouTuber, but I am probably the person that's got the most hype for this game. I can almost guarantee that. Somebody can match me with my hype, but I don't think they're going to have more hype than me. So anyway, I love you all. Thank you all so much for the success. Me and my family really appreciate it. My wife and my son were really appreciative that you all are taking the time to look at all my stuff and interact with me on social media and here on YouTube. And I can't thank you all enough. So you all are the reason I'm growing. You all are the reason we keep it going. And you all are the reason I can keep rocking. So there, I worked in my catchphrase. I didn't even mean for that to be a catchphrase early on. It's just something I always say. But anyway, you all take it easy. Have a great night. Hopefully you'll join me for the Final Fantasy VII stream here on YouTube. I'll be getting that rolling here pretty shortly. It is about 9:45 where I'm at. So hopefully about 10:30 I'll get on there and stream for a couple of hours. But anyway, you all take it easy. Have a great remainder of your weekend. And let me know what you all think about the Knights of the Round theory that I've got. I think it's a little closer to fact than theory. I think it could be the way they go on that. Anyway, you all have a great night. Keep rocking, and I will see you all soon. Later.